But listen, why do you feel bad? It's
No,
okay.
it's just like
something
wasting water and stuff like that. But I mean, it's all going to an investment in my pleasure.
Sense of well-being.
It's self-care. Like, honestly,
It's
like
self-care big time.
oh,
Yes.
I need it. I feel like it just helps me with my day so much.
Yes, and then think about it. So you take that very satisfying shower, you step out of the shower and you feel those little beads just crawling down your back, and you wrap yourself in a very luxurious, just fluffy towel.
Yeah.
And then you have a cup of coffee, which is satisfying, and you take your time with it.
Yeah.
Right? You don't just pop it just for the hell of getting that kick off, serotonin going through your body, which is a feel-good hormone. But I mean, there's more to it, right? There's that feeling of satisfaction. There's that feeling of just, engaging your senses of taste and touch and smell and sight and all of that. I mean, giving yourself that time to just reconnect, and I mean, asking yourself, what is it that you want? What is it that you're lacking? What is it that you're missing in your life? And all those things are gonna take us closer to our ultimate sensuality. And of course, you can certainly take it to your bedroom, to your office. You can take it anywhere you like. So it's really, I think, mainly about reconnecting with yourself and creating small rituals that will help you get there.
So say I love a shower, right? As I said. So just taking your time with it and taking your time to like check in about the pleasure of it.
Yes.
Yeah. And then,
Yes.
so I know that's something I enjoy. So make sure I, book a time, like I work that into my schedule every day, like, so take time finding out what things am I doing already that are pleasurable? How can I take more time with them to get all of the facets of pleasure out of them? And then make sure that I'm doing that kind of on a regular basis. Is that a good start?
I think that's a fantastic start. And when you start, you realize that there are so many sensual pleasures that you have in life, and you don't even realize that they're there.
Like what, for example, that somebody might not.
Listen, food.
Yeah.
That's
Food,
my
food.
favorite thing, right?
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, really, you can indulge your sense of sight and sense of touch. When people come to me and ask me, they say, well, Emanuela, how do I get in touch with, this kind of basic primitive pleasure? And I say, eat with your hands.
Ooh, yeah.
Right? Because it's going to...
Eat a bowl of chili with your hands.
Well, maybe not chili, but again, why not?
I'm just kidding. But sure.
Right? But why not? If that's something that will get you in touch with your kind of untamed sensuality, where you don't really care about, it being, keeping things very clean. It's okay to get messy.
Yes.
Sensuality, like that raw, untamed, feeling of just pure indulgence, pure pleasure. For some people, it will be just getting messy. For other people, it might be very refined, and they will want to, kind of channel their inner Marie Antoinette and drink from, fine china.
Right, yes.
And again, from others, right? For me, it's maybe walking barefoot, and, the spring is almost here, right? I mean, it's taking its sweet
Hopefully,
time.
knock on wood, yep.
But yes, maybe it's just spending some time in the sunshine and really like just, indulging in that tingling sensation of feeling, sunshine on your skin. It's it's a beautiful thing. And that's how you slowly get in touch with your sensuality. It's in everything. Sensuality is in everything. It's in your perfume. It's in the fabrics that we wear. Maybe what makes you feel very sensual is cotton, or maybe for someone else it's silk.
Yeah, getting home and putting on that silk robe after your long shower. Yeah.
Maybe for someone else it's latex.
Yes.
Right? Or, something else, something very badass. Maybe for someone else it's
leather. Yeah, a lot of people it's
my
leather.
Goodness.
Yeah.
What people don't realize, I actually, I happen to be a bit of a badass in my private life. I love leather. Yes.
You can still be femme presenting and be an absolute badass bitch.
I take pride in it.
Yes. I love it. So, Emanuela, I think it's about time to take a break. And I think it's a great segue that we're talking about leather because, oh my God. Okay. I'm probably not supposed to be showing off this piece particularly, but Unicorn Collaborators, who are my first sponsor I'm going to talk about today, they gave me a bunch of products to give away at my stage show. And they gave it to me in this lovely leather tote that they made, obviously. And they're like, oh, yeah, we'll just keep the tote. You can keep the tote. Like, it was literally, they're just giving me... I couldn't believe it. So
Fantastic.
I've got a bunch of lovely little surprises in here for you. Our first thing that I want to show off here, these are all the same thing in a bunch of different sizes. Because Unicorn Collaborators, one thing that they're really fantastic in is fitting all body types. So we've got super extra small. So this is like probably a me or a you, all the way up to kind of a largest here. And these are just for, these could either be actually ankle cuffs for a smaller statured person, or they could be somebody's big old wrists up in here. So generally how these work is they can either be worn exactly as is, as a lovely little double cuff bracelet, or you can fold them out like this and they're handcuffs. Multi-purpose. They're very fashion, and they're handmade here in Toronto. So we've got these lovely little cuffs. We've also got a fantastic little, talking about badass, this is a little boot harness. You're going to wear this on your little boot. You can actually put a dildo in this, and I know, right? You can actually interchange the ring, so you can use a ring that fits this particular dildo that you happen to have at home. You can wear this just as a fashion accessory. Badass Emanuela can wear it on her boot.
Love it.
Or you can actually, they're like fully functional harnesses as well. And talking about harnesses, this last one here is in this lovely red leather. This is a thigh harness.
Oh, wow.
So this piece actually is completely adjustable. So this can fit lots of different body types. Same thing, we can use the snaps to interchange for whatever ring you need to use for the particular dildo you need to own or you have own. And this is worn just across your thigh. So somebody can be, you know, bouncing on that lap. It's the Santa color.
Love it.
Are you
it's
naughty?
actually my favorite
Are you
color.
nice? Is that your favorite color?
Red is my favorite.
Oh, well.
So passionate.
Maybe I'll have to put one of these Unicorn Collaborators harnesses aside for you.
Oh, fantastic.
So,
I'm so excited.
They also want you to know at Unicorn Collaborators that they make custom pieces as well. So you can collaborate, Unicorn Collaborators, you can collaborate with them to make any sort of fetish wear, leather wear piece that you want. And this is another thing that they just kind of threw in there for me. They're like, oh yeah, we've got a bunch of business cards in there that you can give out. But of course they give it to me in this little business card holder that they made. And they're like, yeah, whatever, just keep it. I love it. So let me use my little business card holder here. Unicorn Collaborators. We're going to find them unicorncollaborators@gmail.com. They're at Facebook /Unicorn Collaborators. They are Twitter @UCollaborators. And they're also on Instagram at Unicorn Collaborators. And a second lovely sponsor of ours is our full-time sponsor, comeasyouare.com. Come As You Are. Okay. They have the distinction of being the world's only worker-owned cooperative sex shop, which is absolutely incredible. They are anti-capitalist, they're feminist, and they only carry products that they 100% believe in and at a super low price. And talk about low prices, you can use the coupon code BEDPOST. That's BEDPOST when you check out at comeasyouare.com to get a 15% discount. And if you are in Canada, you're also going to get, for orders over $50, you're going to get free shipping. So, I mean, no brainer. Go over to comeasyouare.com. They have so many different sex and sexuality products there to go check out. That said, Emanuela Fernandes, hello.
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 I'm so happy to be back.
Okay, so talking about staying on the sensuality train, you do talks about, you're talking about channeling your sensual goddess. Am I talking about that correctly?
You are.
Do I have a sensual? Are you a sensual goddess?
I consider myself a sensual goddess, and I think that you're definitely a sensual goddess in training for sure.
Oh, yes. I need a badge. Can I have a pin? Do you have a?
No, but we'll put one of those handcuff things on you.
Great. Tell me about this. How does one channel their own sensual goddess?
Well, I think again, it's about becoming aware of your femininity. And, a sensual goddess can be single, she can be married, she can be gay, she can be straight. It's really, it doesn't kind of depend on anything else but a woman herself. It's really about getting in touch, as I said, with your pleasure, with your not only sexuality but just what gives you pleasure in general. And I think that one thing about sensual goddess is that she just oozes that love for life, that zest for life. She's the woman who, you kind of see on the street and everyone just looks at her. She walks into the room and everyone wants to kind of talk to her because she just oozes that love for life and just for love for pleasure, love for, people around her. And I think that's something that definitely can be learned.
Yeah.
And again, it's just going back to your basics, going back and getting in touch with your intuition, with your ability to sense people, to sense things, to sense, situations. It's about self-protection. It's about boundaries. It's about being able to draw boundaries that are kind of, kind of separating you from
the bullshit.
From the bullshit, right? So it's all very interconnected and it's all very important. It's part of being kind of sensual goddess.